Hi there. Today I'm going to go ahead and cover a little bit of the highlights here on the Jayfeather by Jayco. We'll go ahead and start with the entry step. This thing's pretty straightforward, but we'll go ahead and cover it just in case, keep you guys safe out there. To pull that open, pull here to open for the step. So we'll go ahead and yank it down, and then it folds down again. So that's our entry step. Go ahead and pop that side door open. And then hook the latch here for your entry door. When you step right in here, you have the main control panel here. You got your battery levels, your fresh water tank, black water tank, and gray water tank. These controls are basically to monitor your levels, and then you have your water pump and water heater switches here. Right over here to the right, you'll have a slide room controller that does operate the slide room to operate that thing out. And you want to make sure you don't have anything in the way. Alright, and then when it'll click like that, that'll let you know that that thing is all the way out. Also, you can tell that it snugs up real nice here along the edges when it is fully extended there. So that gives you a pretty good amount of space there to move about the cabin. Alright, and when you're sliding that back in, go ahead and get a slide in on the room, and we'll just watch that thing come back in until it finds its resting place. Alright, a couple little clicks on that will let you know that it's all the way in. Alright, you also have your awning controls here on the side. I'll go ahead and show you that a little bit. Go ahead and hold out. You'll have your awning extend. And then you just go ahead and hold back in to retract it and bring it all the way back in. And then here we have a couple light switches. So the first one will go ahead and be your interior lights. Switch that on to give you some light as you walk in. Your second one is a little LED strip up underneath the awning up there. Give you some exterior lighting. And right down here below you have a fire extinguisher. Alrighty. And so all that together, you have your entryway for your Jayfeather. I'm going to go ahead and go over the sleeping portion. Here I'm going to all the functions of the bedding. Here on this one we have this big knife style futon. You can sleep right there on that by simply just lifting it up and letting it rest in place. Or we have this hide-a-bed up here and release these two latches. And you can simply just pull this thing down into place. And voila, you have yourself a mattress. So this is really the main sleeping area in the Jayfeather, right inside the kitchen. So, nothing like breakfast in bed. So here is that bed. I'm going to go ahead and move that back up. Fairly simple. You just raise it back up into place. And you want to make sure you get those clips put back into position on both sides there. Okay, just like that. And then we can go ahead and put the futon away, and you have yourself a place to sit. Okay, moving over here to the dinette. This one's really cool, but there is a little trick here on this table. See, this thing is really neat, folds down. To do this, I'm going to pull this table out, and that's about how you could do it too, the best way to get at it. So there is a little button over here. You're going to want to move this to the side, and then it'll pop that little button out so that that's out of the way. When this is done, all you have to do is bring this thing over make sure you got a foot on the right side there. Bring this thing over and it will literally just fold right down into position. So now it is the exact height that needs to be to slide right back into place so that you can have your sleeping area right here. And then all you got to do is bring out the cushion. I would just take this one down and bring that into place, and you got yourself a bed right there. So another place for a couple of children to sleep, or one adult comfortably. Alright, and then to bring that table back up, we'll just bring it back out, and then we're gonna just raise it back up. See if I can get a good angle on the camera here. We'll just raise it back up like this, right back into position. And that's it. And it closes that little clasp on its own, so it is back into fully functioning dinette position. So then we just move it back into the dinette area and you'll be ready to eat some breakfast. So that's the function there. And then moving back to the back, this thing's got bunk beds in it. So got an upper sleeping area, good sized bunk bed. I think I could even fit in there. And then the lower side bunk bed here. Both of these will hold 300 pounds. So, you know, easily ready to sleep a healthy adult. So, and then there's a privacy feature here. You can pull that in. And there's also this privacy feature here for this main front bed to slide that in and give you some privacy there. So, all right, that wraps up the sleeping portion here on the Jayfeather. Thanks.